judge's decision.
I mean, I thought I won by split decision, like, it's a close fight, but I thought I won.
And Manny, like he has throughout his whole entire career, does a great job with 30 seconds left or even the 10-second clapper of throwing flurries, and the crowd reacts and steals rounds.
Manny Pacquiao, was history robbed by this decision? Because we've seen bad decisions, we've seen them before. They don't cost somebody the way it cost Manny Pacquiao. That would have been historic, and we get a draw instead.
There have been rumors that Manny Pacquiao leaked evidence of judges tampering with the results of his July 19th majority draw fight with Mario Barrios. Even if there isn't any official declaration or verified data to support such charge, the boxing community is already abuzz.
Manny Pacquiao, was history robbed by this decision? Because we've seen bad decisions, we've seen them before. They don't cost somebody the way it cost Manny Pacquiao. That would have been historic, and we get a draw instead. What's your opinion?
Everyone's screaming robbery, and I understand. I mean, the nostalgia of watching Manny Pacquiao go out there and do what he did. I mean, he was absolutely incredible for his age. In terms of, was he incredible for Manny Pacquiao? No, because Manny from 10 years ago, I think, would ice Barrios in one round. But this version of Manny Pacquiao, which it was so amazing to watch. I mean, what a legend. For him to be able to do what he did at this advanced age, come back from a 4-year hiatus, hasn't fought in 4 years, step right into a 12-round.
Awful loss, by the way.
Awful loss, and look that damn good. And listen, I know you're gonna be like, oh, he didn't, he looked okay. Barrios didn't look good at all. Doesn't matter. Against Ugas, he didn't look good. Pacquiao looked bad in the Ugas fight. He looked good in this fight. So I don't know. I'm over the moon for Manny Pacquiao. His ability to do what he did at this stage of his career. The fact that he always comes back. He's always looking for the biggest challenges.
The scoring has been criticized by Pacquiao fans and commentators, despite the general consensus that Pacquiao was obviously ahead after 12 rounds. One judge scandal if the rumors have any merit, such as internal communications or irregularities on the scorecard. This would raise doubts about the fairness of the MGM grand judging system in Las Vegas.
This fight against Mario Barrios was a bit of a roller coaster ride because, it looked for a minute there like this could have been an Ugas situation and Manny was going to look a little sad. Trying to get on my scorecard here, it was not a hard fight to score. I'll tell you that one right now, because first round, obviously a Manny Pacquiao round. Barrios didn't even throw didn't throw punches. Second round was a little closer, but I still thought Pacquiao had the action. And my thinking going into this is why I bet on Pacquiao. I've been to a couple Barrios fights in Vegas. I've seen him fight on a couple of cards, a Canelo card, Benavidez card. I've interviewed Barrios at least twice, I think maybe 3 times. Really good dude. San Antonio, super solid. A bigger welterweight, but has had some tough goes when he stepped up in competition. Gervonta Davis fight comes to mind.
Many fans turned their focus to Mario Barrios' lackluster performance, despite the continuous arguments over Manny's aggression and punch output. Viewers were perplexed by the younger champion's lack of aggression, since he was unable to maintain defense or infuse urgency. Some have speculated that Barrios may have been unduly cautious, possibly intimidated by Pacquiao's legacy and experienced presence, because he did not drive pace or demand the center of the ring. In the end, his cautious, passive strategy made it seem as though he didn't even perform enough to warrant a draw.
So yeah, everybody, so this is Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. So yeah, everybody, Manny Pacquiao, this ended in a draw. So yeah, it was a good fight. Very good fight. I thought Pacquiao edged it. Based off, I don't know, maybe eye-catching work. But Barrios was, I would say, was slipping away. Halfway through 6-7, around that there. And then he came back in the last couple of rounds. But in the same time, I think Pacquiao did enough to win the fight. But it was a great fight, everybody. Manny Pacquiao looked far from done in this fight. He looked fantastic, looked like Father Time didn't beat him, and he was quite impressive tonight. And more impressive than the expedition he did face in Japan not too long ago. It was a great fight. Unfortunately, there was no win put down to either fighter. It was a draw. Second draw for Barrios too. His last draw was from the Abdul Ramos. So yeah, so this was a great fight, everybody. What do you guys think about it? I thought it was a very, very good fight. And yeah.
Deshaun Porter, a former two-time welterweight champion and close friend of Pacquiao from their sparring days, didn't mince words when he reacted. "It was really hard for me to give Mario rounds," he said, indicating that giving Barrios rounds was practically impossible. "Mario never seemed to assume command or leadership, in my opinion. It was definitely swinging Manny's way the entire time if you had a meter." Porter bemoaned that judges don't comprehend this school and denounced the ruling as egregious ineptitude. "It's Harvard. It's Yale. Not even high school is for them." He ended with frankness. "Judges are not people I trust." His remarks reaffirm the indignation that Pacquiao's performance merited a resounding win rather than the majority draw.
What do you think about the overall matchup?
Everything, man. I watched him train like last week or the week before, and amazing to see him still move and bounce and do all the same things that he was doing in camp years ago when I was with him. So he's still locked in. He's still him, Crazy, but he is. You know what they say, man. The last thing to go is that power.
Listen, we've seen Manny on the end of bad decisions before. Timothy Bradley, excuse me. The Jeff Horn fight, and shout out to Tim. I know how you feel about that. Family. All right. But this is what he's got to deal with. You can't go through a camp, do what you just did right there. We saw all the heart, everything that we've always seen from Manny, and this is the result. Shout out to Mario. He made the fight difficult just from being a big guy who is a better boxer than I realized. Came to the ring with a true game plan to try to box and be patient, find openings and things of that nature. I don't think that Mario did enough to win. I don't think he did enough for a draw. I think that there was a lot more that he could have done. But the main thing is the style that he chose to box was actually a good style to use against Manny Pacquiao. They were saying that they were going to come right to the middle of the ring, and they did, but they came to the middle of the ring, and then they circled, they moved, they worked behind the jab. Not enough jabs, not enough of everything from Mario.
Teddy Atlas, seasoned trainer and commentator, provided a thoughtful analysis of the Pacquiao-Barrios ruling. After thoroughly observing the fight on his show, he clarified that it was a close battle with numerous close rounds, and that, despite the fact that some viewers could have felt defrauded, the draw was a just result. Atlas acknowledged that Pacquiao slipped a bit, as one might expect from a 46-year-old, but he finally straightened out. He said it wasn't the heist many alleged, even if he admitted that fans might have scored it for Pacquiao. Atlas's feeling of fairness was unaffected by the decision to declare it a draw. It demonstrated just how close the competition was.
All right, but we're going to pick it up. The return of the legend, the icon, Manny Pacquiao from Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM. Took on the WBC 147-pound welterweight champion, Mario Barrios. And this was Manny's return to the ring. 4 years of inactivity since his last fight versus Ugas. And Manny, in my opinion, I'm very impressed at 46 years old to see Manny Pacquiao doing what he was doing out there. I didn't see the legs of the past to close those gaps or the explosion. But you did see Manny Pacquiao throwing his flurries and going back to his old style of fighting. So with that being said, bud, I just want to get right into it. I want to get your breakdown of this fight. There's a lot of people out there saying that Manny Pacquiao was robbed. I thought this fight was very intriguing because of how close it was. It was a lot of hard rounds to score. And Manny, like he has throughout his whole entire career, does a great job with 30 seconds left or even the 10-second clapper of throwing flurries, and the crowd reacts and steals rounds. With that being said, I was shocked to not hear Manny Pacquiao's name called as the winner because of that. I did think it was a draw, but again, I thought Manny's name would be called. What did you think? What'd you make of this fight?
First of all, I watched the fight. Thank you to all the great UFC people, Glenn and Charlie Monahan and all those people. They actually got me a feed in the suite on the set in New Orleans while in between we were doing hits for UFC. They made it possible for me to watch the fight live. So I appreciate that. So also with that atmosphere, that environment, you know, there's some distractions going on. But I saw the fight. I saw it good. I saw it solid. I make these statements. I think my son is right on the button, first of all. And with everything that he just laid out, when you're talking about an icon, a guy like this, 46 years old, just a special fighter.
Jim Gray. Also was the clear winner, and that the outcome was a disgrace to the boxing community. Gray underlined that Manny stood out because, to his greater ring generalship, crisper power shots, and effective aggression. He was really irritated that the judges did not recognize what the majority of viewers could see. Gray's response was in line with a growing number of boxing fans and commentators who believed the ruling was unfair.
Right, and then to 114.
I thought Manny won.
Fight. I think Manny did a good job towards the end. Last round I gave it to Barrios, but the last five rounds,
yeah,
the 12,
I had the same way.
It was Manny Pacquiao. I thought Barrios was gonna take it, but you know, I don't know what happened.
Well,
great job by Manny Pacquiao with 46 years old.
46. Look, yeah, I mean, and you know boxing, so people can't say that you're biased or you're just straight.
I think he did great. I mean, I think for his age, you know.
Regardless,
it's not the money that we used to know, but you know, thank God he didn't lose.
Fernando Vargas, a former boxer who is now a commentator, acknowledged that the judge's ruling was technically reasonable, but also conveyed his obvious annoyance at the Pacquiao versus Barrio draw. Vargas mentioned the crowd's perception that Manny won and stated Pacquiao looked fantastic in his reaction video. He did concede, however, that Barrios had some solid late rounds which supported the draw on paper. Vargas emphasized that, although he was upset, particularly considering Pacquiao's legendary status, he respected the official scorecards of the judges and acknowledged that the conflicting views of ringside spectators reflected the result.
Chando Senior, Brian.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo estás, güey?
Chido.
Bien.
¿Cómo está, carnal? ¿Todo bien? Iba a pelear con el... Sí. Pero me la quitaron para pelear. Ya está, pues. Sí, avisa a nosotros para que podamos correr, entrenar. Estoy con Ricky Cubas. Ah, pues está bien.
What you guys think? What you think about it?
He said no first. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Positive like the decision.
I'm not, you know. I don't know. It's
I thought
it was a draw.
You thought it was a draw?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. Right. Keith bet on a draw, so he thought it was a draw too.
Who thought?
Thurman.
Yeah, I thought it was a draw.
Why did you think it was a draw?
As it went back and forth. I mean,
did you like what you saw from Manny Senior? Did you like how he fought?
Who?
Senior. Sorry, Manny. I mean.
Oh yeah, definitely did great. I mean, you can tell that he's not 100% like he used to be, because you know it showed that he was not as quick as he was once. You know what I mean? So, I mean, Manny did his thing though.
But I think Pacquiao still put on, man. You saw. Whether you're a Filipino, Mexican, you saw boxing, and I think that's what boxing is missing. You know, just the heart.